penalty. The Lions are coached by legendary Ben Sinclair, with the assistant coach, Dominic Everholt, Wigdale, and Ray Close. And playing for the Lakers, also from the Three Rivers League, number 1, Lila Turley. Number 2, Maya Hunter. Number 3, Maggie Walker. Number 4, number 6, Riley Mullen. Number 7, Parker Left. Number 9, Aaron Pagelli. Number 10, Billy Greger. Number 11, Stella Lasses. Lucky number 13, Barrett Toad. Number 14, Lydia Burton. Number 15, Ella Odiva. 17, Meredith Rubenstein. Number 22, Winona O'Hara. 44, Olivia Schreiber. 33, Josie Meyer. Number 45, Taylor Barnes. And number 46, Lucy Wine. Lakers are coached by Paige Tim Bird. Assistant coach, Kendall Guthrie and Kiki Streetboard Brown. All right, folks, if you please stand and remove your hats. Look at the south end of the field there for the national anthem.
Time now for game 2 of our doubleheader as we come back to the other half of the Oregon State semifinals in the high school state championship for lacrosse. Todd Mansfield and Sean Hansen. And Sean, we had an unbelievable game that was decided with a golden goal. Jesuit going ahead and defeating Grant 15-14. But that's not maybe the highlight of the night. Now we have the #1 ranked team in the state in Lake Oswego taking on West Linn. Tell me a little bit about these and tell the fans a little bit about what we should expect starting with LO.
I mean, LO is a storied program here in Oregon. They've been here before. They know what it takes. They do have a new coach. Paige Timber is their new coach. So Lauren Anderson has moved away to Eugene and retired from high school coaching. So that's a little bit different, but you know, these players have been here, they've been around. They're a young team though. They only have one senior and Taylor Barnes, their goalie, so that sounds like they might be around for a while as well, Todd. And then we got West Linn on the other side. They're senior heavy, you know, high lax IQ. Those girls have been playing together for years and years in the youth program.
So let's see how it plays out. First and foremost, it's grabbed by Murray. Murray will carry it in for, well, they would carry it in for West Linn, but it's stolen away by Lila Turley. Turley advances it on ahead for Prager, and Prager tries to carry it in, but she's getting pressure from Eva Murray. Continues to move on and gets it onto the wing. Here's the opportunity, but an early whistle down on the far side.
And that is a shooting space call. Shooting space is a funny one. It's kind of, you have to be within a stick's length. As you slide up the ball, there's a little cone of silence that goes all the way, extends all the way from the goal circle there, Todd.
And real quick, there's a goal on the far side, and we got to keep an eye on it. I believe that was Riley Mullen who got it.
I think that was Mullen.
So Mullen gets the goal for Lake Oswego right off the bat. We're 30 seconds into this one, and all of a sudden, it is 1-0 for the Lakers.
You know, this midfield group is kind of interesting for LO because they are sophomores. That's a kind of a rarity to have a full young crew going in. I think Millie, their draw taker, did the draw go, as we dubbed it last season.
That's right.
Which was just the draw and get off, and now she's staying on for her new coach. And again, a super thin bench.
Very thin. 5 players over there. That's all LO has. But right now, those that are on are getting it done. That ball picked up by Prager. She'll try to clear it up the sideline. Can continue to move, and as she does, she looks to drop it back. Gets it off for Lockhart. Lockhart comes over to the near side where it's picked up by Muir. Muir carries it through. And there she's slowed down for a moment, that time by Ella McKay. Right now, the referee's trying to gain control of this one right away, as you see an extra official on the far side going ahead and blowing the whistle, giving a few words to make sure it's the way he wants it.
I was talking with head coach Ben Finklia earlier, and you know, he mentioned that his defense is a little young. It's kind of their younger side. So we'll see. Looks like a 3 seconds call. So it's the opposite of basketball, Todd.
Right.
You need to be a stick's length as a defender within an attacker. So a little bit the opposite of basketball. It's not about the attacker being inside the 8 meter, but about the defender not marking someone.
Ellie Bass called for it, and this time there's another shot and a goal on the far side. Sneaking in, Stella Lasis gets this one.
That's a little bit of a juice goal there, because that was a pretty low angle, Todd. When we tell little kids play, we tell them we don't want moldy pie and that we want them to get above the 8 meter there. But she just snuck that one in. You know, Coach Timber did mention her name as one of the juniors. I think they have a couple juniors as their kind of calm and steady attackers, and Stella was one of the names that she mentioned.
Lily Campbell in between the pipes has already seen 2 go by her a little bit, needs a little help from some of the ladies right out in front of her, because so far it's been Mullen and Lasis getting them in for LO, trying to jump out to the early lead. But this evening we've seen that leads don't necessarily hold in the state semifinals.
Anything can happen here tonight.
And so far, that's what we've seen. 10-1 for Jesuit. Grant came all the way back, took the lead 14-13, and then lost 15-14 on a golden goal. Along with it there on the sideline, that belongs to, check that, that's Turley. She'll drop it all the way back, and with the low numbers, Ma Hunter drops it off, gets it from Muir. Muir gets a little pressure there applied by McKay, and now she'll advance untouched. However, her pass is also untouched and hits the turf. Picked away by the Lions. No stoppage of feet there. She continues to run even after the whistle's blown. Shiley or Sheely?
Last year you said Sheely.
Yeah, you know what? You have a good memory. I can't believe you remember what I said last year. Boy, oh boy, I better call you about what I said last week. Sheely, we're
Tell
going
me your
with that.
wife's birthday, Todd. I'll be there for you.
I remember that. Come on. It's sometime in the fall. Right now, it's 2-0, but the Lions having their first opportunity to try and create something as they've got it. Brought around to Adams. Adams tries to send it up top. Eventually, it does get there. Belongs to Wassman. Using that screen on the right, cuts to her right, wants to get in, takes a shot and a goal for Wassman.
That was a great dodge there. Just kind of use her head and shoulders to kind of tell a little bit of the story, go one way, go the other. Able to get in, a nice shot.
So for Wasman, that would be her 32nd goal of the year. 5 players right at about 30 and above for West Linn. You've got Wasman with 32 now, Murray with 34, Audrey Jacklin has 27. The big scorer is Ella McKay with 60, and then Brooklyn Shield with 48. So that's where their power comes from, and already it's paid off. It's now back to a 1-goal game.
Yeah, and Reese also takes the draw for them, for West Linn. She's heading to Pueblo next year, D2 lacrosse program.
That one, they're going to wave that off and have us do it again.
It looked like it maybe just got stuck in Wasman's stick there.
The big question, if she's going to Pueblo, does that mean she also likes to ski? Because that's a beautiful part of the country over there in Colorado.
I don't know if she's a skier. I know.
Might become
I know
one.
Freeman on West Lynn's a skier.
Okay.
She's heading to Utah.
Oh my.
She's going to play club there.
All right. Better get used to that high altitude. Can be tough up at 5,000 feet. Certainly if you're heading Pueblo, I think you're even higher than that. Ball far side, chasing after it, trying to come up with it. Lem, does she get there? Nope, isn't able to get it. So instead, Eva Murray, will get it. So Murray, 7-on-7, gets it down into the corner, and here comes West Linn. They want to even this one up. Hesitation move. Ball, however, knocked free. Nice defense. Unable to keep it was McKay. And it's brought up the other direction by...
I love McKay's pursuit, though. You know, some kids, especially attackers, will drop the ball and just kind of let that be that. But she pursued all the way, still working on the...
She has got an engine. And that engine doesn't quit. She was fighting for the loose ball right there. Couldn't come up with it. Now they're saying you got to give the girl a little bit of space. They do. Not sure who's got it. I believe that might be Lem. But instead, it is Maya Hunter who goes ahead and carries it through.
Oh, Hunter's a senior as well. I apologize.
There you go, Laces.
Got 2 seniors.
2 seniors, but that still qualifies as a young team. There's no doubt.
So we'll see how these young defenders on West Linn can hold up against Pueblo's potent attack.
Working a little triangle here and a couple of screens if they can. Doan with it, gets a smidge of space, not enough to get the shot off. So she'll back out. Good defense by the lines. There's the pass in front. Loose ball on the ground, picked up. Who's going to come away with it? Whistle blown. West Linn.
Yeah, and I know Barrett is, she has 52 goals on the season. Great attacker for West Linn. I think she forced that one inside or great attacker for LO, excuse me. But I think she forced that one inside just a little bit.
Up quickly, up the far sideline. It's taken by Bowerly. Bowerly fires it up ahead, and now it's all the way up to McKay. McKay on the wing, has a teammate in front. Shot, that one blocked and goes over the end line. Right pass in front. That one had some mustard on it as Brooklyn Shield tried to fire one home. Still 2-1 in favor of Lake Oswego. West Linn wrapping in front. Here's the delayed flag, and it will be an opportunity for Riley Freeman, a senior, to go ahead and get the free shot from the 8.
When we see that flag, all it really means is there's a foul called, but since she just lodged the ball, that's why they're bringing it back to the 8-meter. So
here comes Freeman. Comes in, fires one, just missed. No, it caught the inside portion of the post and stayed in.
That was a bullet. I mean, yeah, good luck saving that one, Barnes, because it hit right inside the pipe.
So that goal coming at 5:33, and now all of a sudden we've got a tie game. Double checking my notes at the 5:33 mark of that last game we watched. Well, it was only 2-0 at that point, but then it started to explode once we hit the 7- and 8-minute mark. So we'll see what happens in this one. Knotted at 2 apiece.
Lake Oswego, West Linn, classic rivalry.
When you think about it, since 2002, these 2 teams, one of them has won it 12 times. Has won the state championship. That's how storied these programs are. And 2 of those years, by the way, were out because of COVID.
Yeah, unfortunately she just got a little high, and it was on her back. right?
Okay,
So one of the things, an emphasis for this year is just keeping the play safe. Is there really any reason to put your stick on someone's back? Officials didn't like that, so yellow card, dangerous play there.
Don't ask any of that questions of my siblings, because they'd say, yeah, absolutely. He was being a jerk and he deserved it. But the point is yes, trying to keep them safe, trying to keep everybody. But this is not an opportunity that West Linn's all that happy about, because here comes LO's offense with the man advantage. Let's see what they get. They get 2 minutes while sitting down is Wasman. Inside shot, where to go? Goal.
Must have dribbled just in, because it looked like Campbell had a piece. Hard to tell with the sun.
The goal is credited to Marin Kelly. You know, it's so funny. LO really swallows each other up so quick after the goal. I can't tell who scored.
Yeah, I mean, that is an emphasis Paige Timber talked about, was just playing team lacrosse, team ball. Off their smaller team this year, a younger team. And it seems like they got a lot of love for each other.
They do, and it was interesting watching during the national anthem that was played. West Linn has this habit where they all basically give each other shoulder rubs during the whole song, and then at the end they start. I think we need to incorporate that to the coaches' staff. I think the kids, you know, just maybe something like that, or I don't know. But LO, again, just with only 5, not as deep. We'll see what happens in the second half if they start to get fatigued. They shouldn't. It's the end of the season. They should be in their best shape. But at the same time, there's lots of anxiousness as well, because it is a state semifinal game. This one picked up by Prager.
And again, Wasmond out with that yellow card. It's a 2-minute non-releasable penalty at high school, and she's who normally takes the draw.
On the turn over, it's Cadle picking it up. Now the ball's down in the corner. She slid like she was on ice out there at the 35. Field's not wet. Strange to see that type of reaction on that as McKay gets it and whips it around.
So Westland probably gonna try to play out this card and just
nice play that time by Turley to cause some issues, but the ball is going to be picked up. Westland there, Turley also there. She comes away with it. Great play by Leela Turley, the sophomore, and now it's back in the hands of Taylor Barnes, the senior keeper.
I remember Turley's name last year, specifically off the draw. Seems like she's really a go-getter, you know, a gritty worker type of kid. The type of kid we like at Redlands, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. First year for you down at the University of Redlands after playing there collegiately. It's got to be a lot of fun to go home. We're glad to have you home as well here in Oregon and back up in the booth. That's your true home, by the way. I just want to say, Professor.
Yeah, it's a little warmer down there, though. So right now we got the 2v1 right there with 9 and 1. Slide comes up.
The whistle blown before the shot, so they will set her up at the 8.
Shooting space call. Again, that's just a funky one there. It's to the player. It's like a little ice cream cone, Todd. So you got to stay out of that ice cream cone. You got to be within a stick's length.
Marin Kelly fires it home. One-step shot. Through the 5-hole. There's a reason she's got 61 goals for the team and leads it.
Yeah, and she's a high point commit. D1 lacrosse program there.
So whistle blown as they go ahead and get set to talk things over here at center.
I don't know if the officials are just checking on the clock or the score.
4-2, that is our score. And it's in favor of, it's been 2 goals, then 2 goals for the others, then 2 goals for LO. So LO may all of a sudden see West Linn come storming back at them. That's kind of the way this game has gone so far.
And Wasmond card has been released. She's back on the draw there. Millie's so good at tracking the ball.
This one doesn't go anywhere, so they'll go ahead and redo.
It's the second one, so I wonder if we're going to start seeing, well, head officials checking sticks now, making sure sticks are legal. Just a quick pocket check depth. So in girls lacrosse, the ball has to be above the sidebars. In men's lacrosse, it has to be above the lowest part of the sidebar. These are facts. We'll quiz you guys later. We'll send out a quiz for everyone watching the live stream.
I'd fail that quiz, that's for certain. But right now, it's again the sophomore Prager on for LO against Reese, a senior. This one high up in the air. They say no. They say it's West Linn as Prager went a little early. Ball going to be picked up and played by Murray for West Linn, and she'll set things up, drops it back for Wasman. There, an errant pass, but nice hustle there on the sideline, an ability to stay in bounds, Brooklyn Shield.
And what a handle there by Jacqueline. She's headed, unfortunately, to Pomona Pitzer next year. But God, that pass, she just snagged that thing right in there.
Up top, there's a little bit of extra hard pushing and shoving by Kelly,
yeah,
the
that's
junior.
Just that full extension there. You can tip your stick sideways, but they don't like the full extension.
Wasman at the 8, fires, shot, goal.
Man, they are giving Taylor Barnes a hard time out there. She has 56% saves on the season, and they are just painting corners right now.
So, again, the trend continues as it's West Lynn's opportunity to score 2. Sun getting ready to go down over on the western shores.
I gotta say, it's a picturesque eve.
It's
Todd.
going to be absolutely gorgeous, but absolutely freezing here in about 10 minutes.
Right.
Not that weather we had last week, that's for certain. Right now, again, another draw. 16:23 to go. First half, 4-3 in this game between the number 1 and number 4 ranked teams in the state. Picked up by the Lions, and Murray carries it in.
Murray's so strong off the draw. She's got 65 draw controls this year in a tough conference.
Up top, Wasman. Again, wants that cross, doesn't get it, shoots high. And we've got a stick up there, so it's going to be Wasman.
So that one was a flag, but because the official deemed that it affected the shot, she's going to get a second chance at it. So a lot of times on that flagged play, if you shoot,
they drop it.
Yeah,
right.
It goes away, but if it affected the shot.
Reese Wasman cuts in, shoots. There was a whistle blown. What happened?
She did a false start there. She went up just the second before.
Why does the shooter go early? I can understand if the defenders are trying to guess, but the shooter, a little bit of an interesting player.
You know, it's exciting times. She heard you say that they were supposed to score and get the 4th goal. So.
That was exactly it. She's been listening to me again as the ball brought up the near sideline. That's touched up by Muir. Muir gets hammered a couple of times, and she'll get a little bit of free space. McKay tries to knock it free from her, but instead, Elo controls and carries it in. Mullen wrapping around, guarded closely by Sheena Bowerly. Still wrapping. And they'll just back it out to Turley. Now over to Kelly.
Let's see if they run that little 3-man again.
Kelly takes a shot right up near the face. Indeed, that was up too close, so she'll have it at the 12.
That's that invisible scuba helmet that all women's lacrosse players are wearing. Got to protect the sphere.
Now they'll drop it over on the wing, does Elo. Inside, a shot, saved by the keeper. Great play as it's cleared out. Campbell with the big save for West Linn. Keep them down 1, 4-3, 14:20 to go. Campbell looking for somebody. Still looking. Walking it out slowly.
We've seen quite a few clear struggle this weekend, so that was a good clean up to Murray.
So Murray's going to try and carry it over. Right on her, though, is Kelly, but she gets by Kelly and advances it over on the wing this time.
Oh.
And McKay had it, but her pass gets dropped in front and picked away by Turley.
Turley is athletic, and that was Campbell's first save.
When you're talking about somebody like Turley, who is really jumping the gap to try and pick those off, when you see that, and you're down at University of Redlands or whatnot, and you're working with your players down there, and you see that out on the field, what do you tell your players to combat that? Is it, give a fake and cut, look for the back door, give the V cut? What are we talking?
Totally. It's, the ability to, send a little hitch fake, as we call it, and then make your pass. Or be a little bit more deceptive with your passing. She's just been on it and able to read stuff, so I think West Linn just needs to take a little bit better care of the ball in their attacking end, cleaner in their transitions. But yeah, I think right now she's kind of the X factor for me.
She's been a big difference maker right now, and LO has gone around and had 60 from Marin Kelly, 52 from Barrett Doan. Along with that, there's Millie Prager with 30, and then Riley Mullen with 23. Parker Lem with 20 in there as well, and that's all coming into tonight's game. So balanced scoring for both of these teams. They share the ball well and have been able to have very successful seasons, finding themselves here in the state semifinals. Winner to take on Jesuit Friday night. We'll be here. Hope you will too. Jesuit just showing the resilience and having a great big lead, 10-1, losing it all the way back and falling behind 14-13 before scoring with 25 seconds left in that game, and then scoring the golden goal to finish off Grant. An incredible game that didn't look that way offensively.
Man, Adam's one of the few juniors on this team.
With it on the side this time, it's Scheel. She had it, now gave it up on the far side. Giving back, it comes over to, nope, not to Murray. They faked that out, faked me out as well. There's a centering pass, looking for Scheel. She can't control, ball on the turf, goes back towards the cape, picked up by Barnes, and Barnes will want to advance, goes out on the wing, but errant pass, that one's out of play, and West Linn will get it back. Quickly they scoop up a freshie, and they're ready to go.
And you know Barnes knew as soon as she let that go that was too much sauce on it.
Sitting up top, looking for the ball, Reese Wasman. Wasman trying to use a screen on the right. Instead, sends it behind the end line. Errant pass, but still controlled by the Lions. Ava Murray. Murray has it, still with it.
She was wide open, and she was looking for a pass instead of looking at what she had. But
the curl right there at the top off that screen was available. She just kept rounding it off instead of cutting it off and heading towards the goal. Here's the screen up top, not going to happen. So instead it goes over to McKay. McKay giving it off to Scheel. Scheel held out. Oh, her centering pass knocked away and stolen by Lem. The whistle blows, but Lem keeps going. Here comes Lem the other direction. She's got numbers, the fast break, the odd man rush.
I'd like to see Mullen cut in right there on that backside.
Oh,
She's
and there's
wide
the
open.
centering pass. Can't come up with it, but somehow gets it back. Prager was right there looking for something. This time Turley comes in, takes the shot. Keeper comes up with it. And now Campbell will try to send this ball on its way. Has players up near midfield calling for it, was Kaya Cadle. Instead, they go to the right side over to Murray.
And that was just through the sphere there.
11:02 to go in this back and forth battle. 5-3 in favor of Elo. With it now is Bass.
I think one of Elo's, identity core concepts under Lauren Anderson was the ride. They would just swarm the ball.
Errant pass on the turf, ground ball, trying to pick it up. There's a player getting knocked down that time. Maggie Lockhart takes down Brooklyn Scheel.
Yeah, I think she was trying to block her out, and in doing so just kind of overplayed a little bit. That's
coming
unfortunate. That looked like a good back check from all the way up here, but.
Right, Lockhart again getting involved there, but they say no. Now they're saying actually it was Turley who got whistled for it because she goes behind, and it's Campbell. Is that Campbell over there? It's either Campbell or Freeman.
Freeman. Campbell's in goal.
No, yeah, that would be true. Yeah, that's going to be an easy thing to watch for. 13's only down there to my right. Now that's on the far side. McKay looking for it. Centering pass in front. Shot. Nope. Saved. Keeper. Great play by the keep. As Barnes gets another save.
I think Audrey Dracklin was just looking for that tight window there into Taylor Barnes again. Second turnover tonight. Not her night right now on the clears.
Great with the saves is Barnes right now, but like you mentioned, the clear's not there. So Lions retrieve that ball over by the stands, and they get ready to bring things back in.
They might need to make an adjustment there because West Linn is pushing to the goalie, which means someone's open, but, you know, Taylor's having a hard time seeing that.
McKay wrapping, has space, but now gets pushed away. Hesitates, uses a screen, swings back to her left, can't get the shot off. Nice defense, 2 players on her. She hesitates and lies in wait, instead backs off. Nice defense applied by Maya Hunter. Up top, Wasman. So now West Linn resets and sends it to the far side. Cut in towards the center, ball knocked free. Picked up after Jacqueline lost it, she gets it back. Hesitation
Westland's
move.
really trying to work their 1v1 dodges. Ella's doing a good job holding or sending an early slide.
Shield works and gets the call there, so she'll get the freebie at an angle. But best opportunity as of late with the clock rolling, 8:30 to go. Takes the shot off the leg of Kate. Nice save again by Barnes.
Yeah, big save there. They need a clear.
But they don't get it out. It's stolen away by the Lions, and they'll carry it quickly back in. Up here comes Wasman. Wasman looks to drop it off, a whistle blown. Wasman apparently did not hear it.
Yeah, I think she just didn't acknowledge the foul and just keep going with a full head of steam there, but
Which we did see at the end of the last game, and that led to the golden goal and ended that game. There was no stoppage on the whistle, and I've seen it 4 or 5 times tonight where the players just don't stop. There's no acknowledgement, and they just keep going. In front shot, that one saved. Great save, but the loose ball squirts out over the end line, and it's picked up by Murray.
Barnes is playing big right now. She's just got to secure those and get a clean clear.
McKay uses the screen, can't get the shot, wanted to drop it off. The errant pass goes far side. Turley almost comes up with it again. Time of possession right now offensively, it's got to be in the favor of West Linn as the clock rolls down to 7:38. Shield trying to get in, lost it. Tries to get it back, Turley chasing after it, trying to come up with it. Shield, Turley, Shield, no, neither, Murray. What's going on down here? Murray runs in.
Going.
And there's a whistle that's blown. She'll get a freebie at the 8. 5-3 is the score. It's been a while since we've seen some scoring. Coming in, takes the shot, got the goal. Eva Murray gets one.
Yeah, big goal there by Murray. That was a long, as you mentioned, a long attacking possession, long defensive possession for LO, and they did have chances, right? Like the ball was on the turf a few times, they just couldn't come up with it. Love to see a little bit more grit out of the GBs there.
So let's see what happens here in LO. Ready to try and extend that lead. You talked about it. Paige Timberg, the new coach. Ben Finklia. How many years has Ben been at West Linn?
I think maybe he's been there since Meg Elston left.
Okay, all right.
She got him a couple of state championships and retired from high school coaching, and Ben's been
stepped in and took over and
I think
doing a great job. And then we've got an early move that time.
I thought Millie went early on that.
Instead, Prager gets it. She'll keep going. And as she does, drops it off on down to the right side to Mullen. Mullen's going to go behind, chased by Bowerly.
And West Linn opting to apply pressure behind Cage. You don't often see that with high school because they can't go through the goal circle defensively as they can in college. Oh, now she's kind of staying near GLE.
Looking for players coming down the slot. They instead go up top to Kelly. Kelly hesitates, comes left, goes back right, bouncer, goal.
Move.
What a beauty of a move by Marin Kelly.
Yeah, and slides were coming there for West Linn. It was just like they stopped their feet a little bit. And then, you know, Marin Kelly made traffic cones out of them, just dodging through.
She really kind of did. She looked like somebody kind of riding a Harley through somebody's neighborhood. Just boom, boom, and made the moves and got the goal, and a great bouncer. Maybe, I don't know if it was 5-hole or not, but a great shot by Kelly, and that gives her a total of 3 goals here in the first half. 6:23 remaining.
I'm going to guess there's no little kids watching this broadcasting, but if there is, bouncers will go.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Always.
Especially high bouncers. If you can perfect the high bouncer now. Woo!
Yeah, you know, when you're practicing alone, not a lot of kids like to do that. They just like to fire it right in the back of the net.
Top cheddar only.
Yeah. Really what you need is a little bit of a bouncer. Helps to be playing on turf, or at least have turf for a practice field. Ball loose, Lem grabs it, and Elo in control. McKay right on her, though, riding her hard. She'll just keep going. And they drop it down into the corner. There's a loose ball for a second. Oh, there was a move. Now the ball goes behind. Elo had the advantage as Bowerly tried to steal that loose ball. Goes up top, Kelly. Barrels to the right side. Bouncer, goal. You said it, she did it, and it's a goal.
Yeah.
High bouncer over the shoulder.
Yeah, that's just so tough to track as a goalie because you're seeing it come through and then you have to read where it ends up going. Just a great shot, honestly, by Marion Kelly.
3 out of the last 4 for LO, and they've taken a 3-goal lead, 7-4 right now, as they're starting to click with 5:54 to go in our first half.
And it feels like who's ever going to get the most defensive stops could end up being the winner tonight, Todd. Because both of these attacks seem to be firing well.
Everybody seems to be playing well. The other game, we talked really about it being all about the draw. This one, you're right. I think this is more about those stops, and we've seen a lot of them. Turley's come up big for Lake Oswego. As for West Linn, it's kind of been a group effort. See what else they can come up with on this one. This one sent back, but grabbed once again by Lem. Another draw control for Lem. Drops it in behind. Quickly over to the near side, looking for Mullen. They'll go up to Prager and Kelly. Prager and Kelly, sophomores and juniors respectively. Oh gosh, Yellow's bringing back a lot of skills. Down the middle, there's Prager's shot. That one just missed to the left. Coming off the line, Lily Campbell was aggressive out of the cage that time. To the near side it goes over for Laces. She's back behind.
Hello, trying to get a play call in. See where they set up from.
Wrapping it to the near side. We got a 3 seconds in there. Is that what we're seeing?
Looks like it is. It was a flag held, which was kind of interesting because there wasn't really a scoring play going on. But it looks like going to do the walk of shame on the 3 seconds call where you go from whatever you were all the way behind them. So.
Especially if it's on the far side and the ball's on the other in front. Nice defense played that time by Jacqueline. She steals it away. Jackson stops, and she'll head all the way back.
Yeah, so again, that's the defensive play that we need to see, right?
Yep, they give it up to the keep and Campbell's going to fling it out to the near side. As she does, it goes to Bass. Bass is going to play. Bass gets it up to center. That's Cadle. Cadle off to Wasman. Wasman runs through, and it's a yard sale at center as she loses stick, ball, and the headgear. Card coming out, and down goes Laces. Laces picks up the yellow card.
Check to the head was called. So Laces will sit for 2 minutes, 2-minute non-releasable card at the high school level.
So now all of a sudden down 3, West Linn with a golden op to go ahead and try to do something. Let's see where they're going to go with this ball right away. They go to McKay? No, they just go in front and they go to Murray. Murray wants to move, cuts to her right. McKay's on her right, finally gets it to her. They wrap it around to the far side.
It looks like Ella's opted to go with the
in
zone.
Front.
But
there's the shot, misses to the left, maybe blocked away by Barnes, but a great shot down the middle by Wasman, but she went without the bounce.
Yeah,
Tried to
like she
airmail
was
that.
Firing low corner, just missed wide.
Now it's over on the far side. West Linn setting things up, running some players through the middle. They try to go up high, looking for McKay, but that pass too high as it's Wasman throwing it away, and LO gets the opportunity to do that. They're going to stop the clock.
Yeah, normally at the college games they put a bunch of balls on the outside,
Right.
so then you can get that quick restart. But
They do it at the end lines in high school, but not on the sides. And here comes the pressure from West Linn. Trying to get out of there is Turley. She's just holding on to it. Whips it back behind her for Hunter.
and you'd really love to see Barnes come out of her goal circle and help out with this clear, especially with LO being a man down.
But Barnes able to continue going as she fires all the way through, lost it for a second. There's the whistle, gets it back and keeps going. McKay, the only one chasing her now, finally has to give up at the 30. So they both turn around and walk back. Here's an opportunity in front, a stick up high. Oh goodness, that looks like a yellow. And there it is.
Oh.
That one's going to be called on Ellie Bass. It slid off the shoulder, high off the shoulder, and just wrapped
Right.
up into the head.
So again, doesn't matter if it's intentional or not. Anything up in the neck region is an automatic yellow. So now we're even down down low. Not a great hash here
For
Doan.
Doan, yeah. Let's see what Doan can do.
She could pull it out, you know, wait for Lacrosse to get back in.
Well, she might. 52 goals, maybe not. Goes in, tries to get the whistle. Ball goes down, picked up by the keep. Nice play by Campbell to come out. Maybe she should have followed your advice. Now the ball loose. What's going on? Not exactly sure, but an interesting play
Yeah,
by
so
Campbell.
Campbell using her goal circle there, since she's the only one allowed in it. She threw it back in instead of letting Mullins apply the pressure. Oh,
That
great
one-
tip. Is that
That's
Turley?
Turley
Oh,
again.
my God. This girl's
Turley
ridiculous.
steals it. Passes over onto the wing. Gets it in front. Here's a
Oh.
shot up at the head again, and we've got another one. You can bet we've got cards coming out
Yeah.
here. They're going to call a couple.
Eva Murray check to
Murray's
the head.
going in.
And that was a great move by Marion Kelly because she had the space to the right as the slide came. That's when she did her move back to the left. Great use of space.
She paid for it, took a
Yeah.
shot in the back of the head, but here she is on the right.
A
So
little
it's,
bit better hash than Doan had, so she might opt to take this one. It's dead silent out here.
wait for the whistle coming in. Shot, goal. Kelly with her third straight for LO, and that makes it 8-4 with 2:03 to go.
And I gotta say, I appreciate Kelly's move there because she opted to take that lefty up instead of sticking in her strong right hand to give herself even more of an angle. So she really knows how to shoot them down there.
She has been piling it up so far this season for Kelly Marin. 60 now, 4 goals, I believe. Check that, 65 goals on the year. She was 60 goals on 101 shots coming in. Percentage is a little bit higher after today because she's clicking. There's no doubt.
So moving Ella McKay to defense. A little bit surprising here, but you know, they're 2 players down right now, and I think LO's card released.
So 2 men down. You're right, West Linn really short-handed and down 4 right now. The last thing they would want to do is give up 2 more goals, 1 or 2 more goals going into the break. Talk about a momentum, i.e. a backbreaker going into the half. Here we go. We've got a holding of the stick. So
Hold.
now it's opportunity for LO to advance it.
So
Lem.
Prager's ball there.
Prager. Again, they put it up in
Oh,
front,
wow.
and there's players open right in
Yeah.
front. There's the errant pass. It's on the turf, knocked away, trying to come up with it. They can't. Instead, it's over on the side. Battling for it is Kelly. Kelly just seems to be in the thick of everything right now. Right
Yeah.
place, right time.
Both her and Turley.
Pass down the middle. Prager gets hit, drops it off on the right side. Nobody can get a shot off as Lem just swallows it up and gets it back outside. Oh,
I'd like
goodness.
to say West Linn play a little bigger right here because there's
A little,
people are open.
A little bigger?
Yeah,
They
just
gotta
a
be
little.
as big as they can right now, down 2.
And there she was open on the backside, but she's jogging around. See, they're compiling themselves right now, making the slide so small.
And there is Kelly making the move. She's going to get one from the top. Looked
Yeah,
like just a
I mean,
merry-go-round offense. They were
yeah.
just circling up there.
Kelly's doing a great job of making things happen, but they're 2 men up. They don't need to be doing that. You can let the ball do the work.
Quick shot. wide to the left
Ooh.
side.
And it, okay, she's switching the call.
Yep, it was closer to Caitlin Younger over there.
Yeah, Younger did a great job backing up. Again, it looks like one of the cards that are about to be released, Ellie Bass's card.
They pass it out on the near side and get it to McKay. McKay's going to try and carry it through, goes up to the center, players release. They pass it on up ahead. Wasman gets it on a bouncer up to Jacqueline. Jacqueline gets it off for Shiley. Or Shield. Shield takes the shot. That one loose. Grabbed there. Loose ball picked up. And we've got an opportunity for West Linn based on hustle.
Yeah.
Freeman gets it and will get a freebie at the 8.
It's a super big. I mean, Barnes is playing well. She needs to keep these inside our goal circle, not give second chance opportunities. But great job by Freeman.
Shot
does the wind
missed.
up.
And
So-
they're going to say that stays with West Linn.
Yeah, and that's a great call there because you actually have to control it on a shot. Otherwise, if you don't control it, just who's ever closest, which she clearly was, since I hit her foot.
Freeman inside, but looks like she might have stepped in the crease.
Yeah.
Yes, did indeed. Nice defense applied to get
So
her to
8
step
seconds,
inside.
I think LO will probably just opt to.
Hold on to that one. If
Yeah.
she can, then here comes the horn. So at the break, our score is 8-4 with LO scoring 4 out of the last 5 goals of this game. Lots of time left. These two teams battling it out, back and forth. Who's going to falter? Nobody has yet. We've still got a second half to go. Sean Hansen and Todd Mansfield will take a break. Be back with the second half to find out who will face Jesuit in the state final on Friday. Don't miss a moment. We're back in just a few minutes. The score right now sits at 8-4. Now it sits at 8-4 as we get ready for the second half. Glad you're with us, Todd Mansfield and Sean Hansen. And Sean, you know, again, a different game earlier tonight in the matchup between Jesuit and Grant. Jesuit wins, golden goal, 15-14, so they await the winner of this one. Is LO in control? Because it doesn't necessarily feel that way right now.
I mean, these teams face each other already a couple times this season. They're in the same league. So I think, you know, some people say it's hard to beat a team 3 times.
Indeed.
Right?
Yep.
But I was watching Lars Tifton, the Virginia head coach, and he said, where's the statistics on that? And I haven't seen those yet. So I think LO can feel confident in that they beat West Linn already twice. And obviously whatever their game plan is working. But I don't think West Linn's out of it by a mile.
We take a look at their scores from earlier this year. Early on in the season, LO got the best of West Linn, 13-4. The next game, 18-14, also in favor of Lake Oswego. But at the same point, that was much more in terms of the type of game we were thinking tonight. It's only 4. I think the difference has been Kelly so far, Myron Kelly for LO. I mean, she's come up with 5 goals tonight and is really just taking advantage of every opportunity she gets the ball around the 8 and the CSA, and she's just going ahead and firing it home. So let's see what happens in the second half. Sun has gone down. It's a lighted field. Looks beautiful out there. Girls High School Lacrosse, the state semifinals with a berth in the finals at stake. The final 25 minutes, loose ball rolling around, going to be picked up by Lake Oswego. And who is it? Lem this time. They drop it off, and they'll back it out just a little bit. This time it goes up to Prager. Prager gives it off to Doan, and Doan just moves it around the outside. As they do, it goes over to the far side, and they go up for Turley. Up top, and now Kelly's got it. Here's where they want to keep finding an opportunity for Kelly as they work around the weave. There's Kelly slipping down the middle. They don't get it to her. Instead, it's Doan. Doan gets pushed out. They drop it inside where it was Lem, but instead, Lem goes back up top for Turley. They're just churning and burning right now over on the side as the clock continues to run, already a minute into this second half. Lake Oswego trying to be patient. Even strength for both teams.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to get Myron Kelly open using some picks.
They go up top for Prager. Nice catch as she waits and looks to advance it. Drops it off for Kelly. Kelly gives it off for Turley. Coming back down the middle was Doan, but she backs out. There's that screen again coming to the right. Kelly sits up top, but instead there's a shot. That one wide to the right. LO will keep it.
I think Doan's looking to get going tonight. Hasn't done much yet, but can do damage. She's got 52 goals on the season.
Waiting for her opportunity.
The thing that is killing them right now is their off-ball movement. They got these great dodgers in Kelly and Doan, and they're trying to run these wheels, but they need to occupy the slides a little bit better.
So look at this churn and burn right behind the goal, trying to create the open space. Kelly almost had it, lost the ball for a second. It comes free to the near side. Kelly hustles and gets it back. They'll start it up top. Different type of play. I haven't seen that, just churning right around the goal like that so far tonight.
Yeah, I think they were trying to utilize the crease. Again, defense or attack can't go into it, so it's kind of like an extra defender if you use it correctly. But again, I just feel like they're in a little bit too tight, and their off-ball movement isn't really there, so it's easy for West Linn to slide right now to help out.
In front, there's an opportunity by Doan. Doan gets the whistle. She'll get a freebie on the near side from the 8.
It goes just through the sphere. Decent hash for a righty. Has the ability to run it in. It looks like she might stop and drop.
Takes it, fires it, scores it.
That was great placement. That's offside hip for goalie, which is so tough to stop because you either have to kind of do this whoosh, and bring your stick across, or you got to get underneath it. Either way, great placement by Doan.
And if all of you at home could see that great move by the professor with the sound effects there too. I mean,
I just made a save.
Yeah,
stick,
off
stick side mid.
I close my eyes and I can see that. It was so beautiful.
I'm there.
But the best part was we had the great line to watch the whole shot. And that's something that I've seen a lot of people talk about, is if you can go to that hip on that side, it works very consistently. It's picked up by Lem. Lem's looking behind her. Is somebody coming down?
Killing it on the draw tonight, and I do not remember her stats going into this one being a significant off the draw, but she's got like 5 or 6 tonight.
Lem coming in tonight. She's got 70 DCs.
Okay, so
so she's number 2 on their team behind Turley.
She is a draw kid.
She's picking up a lot of them for them. Up top, Kelly in front. Prager shot, hit the post and goes in. Just hits the far post and stays inside. And now you're talking about maybe timeout. That's 5 straight goals, 3 last half, 2 this half. And that one, Prager's first.
I think you probably let it ride 1 or 2 more, only because West Linn hasn't really got an opportunity, right? See how this next draw goes. And both of those were the mid-stick, off-stick side, and that one just trickled in.
Yeah, it just hit the post. It was headed out, but it just caught that post and stayed in. So let's see what we've got this time. Up high it goes, and Lem again picks that one up.
I mean, at this point, we should just write her name on the wall.
Lem out front does a nice job setting things up, gets it over to Kelly. Kelly's got space, spins back to her left, drops it up for Turley, who can't come up with the shot, but fortunately for LO, comes up with a ball. Off to Prager, runs off a little soft screen up top, and now they'll just reset. 20:47 to go here in this one, and it's been all LO as of late. Doan up top, hesitation, cuts in, shot, whistle, and it's going to be LO ball as Doan draws that whistle. She'll get it. Let's see.
It's a nice redodge there by Doan. She was backing out, and as she backed out, she realized she didn't have any pressure, so she redodged. It was a nice move, but a foul there through the sphere was called.
There's the whistle. She gets space, bounces it, just misses wide right. Would have been a good shot on target, but it just missed. And LO will look with 2 back there behind the end line. We'll look to set things up. Laces has players running to the middle. Now off to Kelly with under 20 to go. Kelly, nice hesitation, wraps, looks for a teammate. Spins, shoots, scores. A beautiful bouncer by Kelly, who is stepping up.
Yeah, she's just finding space right now that doesn't really exist.
And or making space, that she's a bigger body in there, and she's taking advantage of that size and quickness to go ahead and create that. Maybe a conversation needs to be had after the game, unless as a junior, she's off limits. I'm just saying.
I think she's already committed to High Point.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's too bad.
Who knows?
Understand, High Point's getting a great one.
Yeah.
She's putting it together right now.
Yeah, nice job there. She dropped the handle, and that's kind of gave her that angle to shoot safely. Otherwise, there wasn't really anything available because the space was collapsing. But I'm surprised Coach Finkler didn't call a timeout at this point.
Especially earlier this year, 13-4 was the score, and then 18-14. Whistles are blown. They'll bring that one back. So he's come up short twice. And right now at 11-4, he's got to do something to stop the bleeding. And sometimes a good timeout can do that. Resituate the girls just a little bit. West Linn's trying to hang on. Right now on the circles, they're coming in late with the pressure, and they went early, both of them.
They did.
Yep, so that's Ella's ball.
Yeah, Wasman crossed early into the goal circle before the draw was actually taken.
They tried to time it right. but that did not play.
And just again, like, West Linn hasn't had the ball yet. We're 5 minutes in now. If I was LO, I wouldn't mind taking a minute or two off and then getting into my offense. Looks like they're trying to run some simultaneous picks low.
Ball loose in front, still loose. Players scooping it, coming up with it. It looks like that's Murray.
Yeah, Eva Murray there.
Murray's got it. They'll give her some space, and she'll look to advance.
She's wanting them to go behind, but you only go behind when it's a major foul, and I think it was a cover called. So it's a minor foul.
Whistle's blown, and now everything's moving in the right direction. So here comes Murray, continuing with it, centering pass in front for Wasman. Wasman cuts in, slides down the middle, draws the whistle, will get the 8.
Again, ref pulled a flag there, but because she lost the ball, it's going back out for an 8-meter. Through the sphere was called.
Substitution out on the field coming in for Lake Oswego. Riley Mullen looks to be replacing Laces. There's a goal by West Linn. Looking down to my left.
Felt like they really needed that goal. Been a minute, right?
Wasman gets it. And so once again, a gap is closed just a little bit. 11-5 time of that goal coming just under 7 minutes.
And the last time West Linn had scored was in the...
Oh, goodness. Back at the 18-minute mark of the first half. That's been a minute.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
You're the math.
14.
You're the math guy here, so we'll leave it
all
to
right,
you.
fine. Fine. 13 minutes and 42 seconds.
Yeah.
That's how long it's been.
If anyone's got a calculator, bring it up to the booth.
Oh, come on. I was right on that time. 11-5 the score. Second game of a doubleheader today. A real thriller earlier today. Jesuit and Grant. Jesuit winning on the golden goal, 15-14. This one still a battle up there.
Prager lost her goggles.
Yep, lost the goggles. No whistle, but even so, LO finds the ball.
Oh,
it's
Doan's
Lem.
wide open.
They put it to the left side. Doan's going to get the whistle. And she'll have an opportunity as it is Bass whistled for the foul.
That was a shooting space called there.
So Doan got one, wants another, cuts in, makes her move, bounces, scores.
It's a great mix-up there, too, because she had fired that one off-stick side mid, and on that one she opted to run it in, give herself a little bit of a better angle, and dunk it in.
So that's a big answer right there, as it's about 15 seconds after West Linn scored. LO answers to extend it back to a 7-goal lead, 12-5. 17:48 remaining in this one.
And Coach Timberg talked about it. She talked about how excellent the sophomore group is for LO on the draw, and they're gritty, and they are coming up with these draws. These senior leaders in West Linn, you know, they're motivated. They don't want their season to end, so they got to find a way to get one here.
LO, or make that West Linn backing off the circle. Wasman backs up, trying to time it again, runs in a little bit, but that one grabbed out of the air by Lem. It came right at Wasman, but she was back behind her in a position not to get the ball. Instead, it belongs over on the wing. In front, loose ball picked up by the keeper. Nice play by Campbell.
Yeah, and I think Prager just fell over while she was trying to shoot that one, lost the handle a little bit. Oh, Audrey Jacqueline is wide open up the middle.
And right now, Campbell is having a little bit. She dumps it out too far, and we have a whistle blown, and they'll say that somebody got inside the crease.
Yeah, it's calling goal circle violation.
And they're going to give it to LO.
So I don't know if you only have 10 seconds inside the goal circle.
But Campbell had moved outside the circle. That's one of the reasons why she was running around. She completely stepped out from behind the goal. Either way, LO gets the ball. 17 minutes to go. A 7-goal lead for the Lakers right now. Trying to find a way to close this one out and get a date with Jesuit in a rematch of last year's championship. On the right side, Kelly.
Shooting
There's the
space
whistle.
called. Again, super weird call. You just got to imagine little ice cream cone up to the player off the goal circle.
Stop saying ice cream cone. It's late. It's making me hungry after calling 2 games right now. Might have to get one on the way
All
home.
right, we need a calculator and an ice cream bar.
Backing out. Nice play this time by Kelly as she says, let's just work the clock a little bit more.
And I think that's a good call for them to slow it down. They've kind of been running it off the draw. But they're, you know, you asked me earlier, are they in control of this game? There's only about 16 minutes left, and they are looking like their plan's working.
Down right now inside. There was an opportunity for a shot. Looked like that was Linn.
I think that might be
Or is
Turley.
that Turley?
Yeah.
1 and 7. That's tough.
It's 1 and 7, and
It's
they both
one.
have the same blonde ponytail
It's
going.
killing me. Here
Someone's
she comes. Inside shot, goal. Turley.
If LO ends up winning tonight, we'll have to ask someone to do a braid or buns,
Please, something. LO goes ahead and gets it. Turley gets a goal, and for Turley on the year, by the way, that is her 19th goal for the sophomore. And again, Campbell tried to come out, and a little bit as I hear a timeout being called down below by West Linn. So down 13-5, West Lynn's going to take one and see what they can do. We'll take one ourselves, catch our breath for the final 15:48. Don't go away. Lots more action to get to. LO in control, but they still don't have it won yet. 13-5. Back in a moment with more Oregon High School lacrosse semifinals. As we get ready to get back into the action, time to get a little explanation on what happened behind that goal. We've asked around, and we got some description of it. So I pass to you, Professor. What happened?
All right, so she had the ball into the goal circle, came out of the goal circle, tried to play the ball back into the goal circle, but Lily Campbell was the only one who had the ball in the rule book, which the coaches receive. It says that the ball has to be played. In the officials manual, they're defining played as in another person had to touch it.
So my question becomes, it was done exactly the opposite way down to our right. It was thrown into the netting and then picked up by hand and put back into the stick. So that to me conflicts with one another. Not your explanation, but just the rulings by the officials.
Yeah, I thought I had seen it in the Jesuit game tonight as well, and so I thought it was a little bit different. Sometimes the high school rules are different than the college, and the college rule book I'm very familiar with.
I will say that she did step into the circle before throwing it back towards the goal. So, and down here to our right when it happened, that was not the case. She was outside of the circle when she threw it in. There's a shot, misses wide left.
And that was just kind of a, I call it throwing
shot.
up hope. You're just turning and throwing. I think if Westland wants to get back in this game, they just have to look at it as one goal at a time. They can't be in such a hurry that, you know, you're not going to score 4 goals at once.
Nope. One shot, 1 goal. Not differently than that. So up top with it, trying to create is Wasman. But she's being held off. Now all of a sudden we've got a whistle. West Linn was trying to get the energy up during that timeout, as it's an opportunity for Reese Wasman from the 8. She cuts in, shoots. That one blocked away beautifully.
Did that go off Barnes and then off Lem?
I thought so.
Just Lem?
It sure did seem like it, but maybe it didn't. And all the way up, couple players run into one another over on our right side, but here comes Elo quickly bringing it up, and that's Lem. Lem gets it off to Turley. Now Turley's got space as their defender had their back turned towards her. They wrap it in behind. Ball belongs up top. Prager. Off to Lem.
And Elo's running those little picks down by the goal circle. Just kind of simultaneously setting a pick, coming off the pick.
Clock continues to run, 13:40 to go. Prager drops it off down into the corner. Turley up on the wing. They're just wrapping it around, being patient, showing lots and lots of patience.
Double clear out here.
Right side, Doan sticks high, bouncer just misses to the left side. Great attempt. Nice hustle down in the corner to pick it back up.
Yeah, good back up by Marion Kelly there.
Kelly has really, she's played a game, I think I mentioned it earlier, just seems like she's been in the right place at the right time a lot tonight. Playing really, really smart. Taking her time as Turley's got it up top. Turley drops it off on the far side, and they go down low for Doan. Looking, cutting in front, Kelly. Kelly, backs off the shot. Had it there for a moment, doesn't take it. Instead, it goes to Jordan. Jordan, one of the few players, in fact, I think the only player I have seen these few games that we've done here with a helmet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, OJ, as they call her. And the few in a helmet.
I would not like that nickname. Anyway, she might not know why. That shot missed wide to the right. It is a little bit before her time, but still.
Definitely.
You might not want that.
Hey, I still call it orange juice, OJ. And I still love my orange juice.
That's not a human.
Is it if it has mango and peach?
No. Turn her mic off right now, and the ball is loose over there on
We're
the side.
losing our minds over here.
Oh, goodness.
11:45 left.
It's been a long, long night so far. We've really enjoyed it as, again, the ball goes into the circle, and it's grabbed there by Campbell. She'll drop it back behind her. Grabbed by, looks like
Murray.
Pass. Murray tries to fire it up center for Jacqueline. Jacqueline can't grab it, so instead it's Hunter. Fans don't like to call it center, but they give it to Hunter anyway, and she'll start running again. Lost it on the sideline.
She's just
running right over.
Charge.
That time McKay gets the charge call.
Ella McKay is fired up.
She just stood there and took it.
Yeah. Charge is one thing like basketball.
There you go.
There's one rule that works.
Just kept running through her. And now up on the far side, looks like Wasman's got it, running into some trouble, but she gets out of it. And now what are they going to do? They're going to give a yellow. They're giving a yellow on this play to Lem.
Interesting, because I didn't think he
didn't go to it right away.
It didn't seem like.
Could she have said something?
Yeah, she must have.
Yeah, might have said something.
I mean, I hate to say must have as if I can hear, but.
Right. In front. Here's a shot. Oh, that one deflected. Nice defense by Hunter to send that away. And it actually goes over to LO. Great hustle. Looking for the ball.
Yeah, looking to find the ball.
They're going to stop the clock because they can't find an extra ball. 10:31 to go, 13-5 in favor of LO. Back there to get it is Rubenstein. Rubenstein comes around near side, tries to put the wheels on and move it up. Does just that, gets it over to Muir. Muir's gonna sprint up the sideline, gets shouldered that time by Murray, and they're gonna say that's a card.
Yeah.
She's gonna go sit.
Dangerous contact. I couldn't really see the contact because of the placement of the tent, but didn't look good on the aftermath.
So now all of a sudden we've got coming over here Leah Gallo, a sophomore for West Linn, putting on the glasses and getting ready like she might be coming in. Maybe trying to warm up.
Murray's first card?
That is Murray's first card, yes. Okay. Just written that one down.
So we got double cards right now, which means we're playing sixes inside.
So far we've had 5 cards, 3 on West Linn, and we've got 2 on Lake Oswego. So right now, LO with it. Remind me, number of yellow cards to wind up forcing you down a player.
4.
4. All right, so they've got to be careful, does West Linn.
Yeah, that's about the last thing they would need is to play the rest of the game.
Rest down 8 and then down a man. That would be challenging, no doubt. Right now, LO just playing backwards, takes a hard shot near the top of the head. That one by Bash. She's already got a yellow, has to be careful. With it now, Doan. She ducked under, and when she ducked under, she took the shot up top. 9:08 to go. Kelly getting direction from the bench.
Yeah, see if she's opting to dodge or hold off.
Slides down the middle. Again, they're a man up right now, so they're looking to
even right now.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah,
sorry, just even about to be, because here comes
there she goes.
Lem. So now they're a man up. They were just waiting. Now with it, Lem has a lane. If they can get it to her, she had it for a moment, lost it.
Oh,
and
unfortunately, that's going to be a held check on Ellie Bass there. So they're always hard. You see the ball coming in as a defender, and you want to go tip it, and then you end up holding a little too long or getting an empty stick check.
So up top, it belongs to Lem, comes right out of the box, and now she's got a freebie at the 8. Let's see what she does with it. 13-5 cuts in. Hard shot on her stick, knocked away. Nice check.
Yeah,
and it's picked up by the keeper, Lily Campbell.
Was that
Campbell going long?
Cadell?
Not sure who got it, but somebody did. Kept there on the wing by Jacqueline. She carries it in, pushed from behind by Turley. So she'll just keep going and pushes it on the far side. There's a pass back into the center. It goes all the way up top where it's grabbed by Wasman.
Eva Murray has left the sub box, so are we back at even?
Only see 6 in there.
Yeah. I think our 4th official maybe fell asleep on the job there. Because she's not in the box anymore, but it doesn't look like West Linn has enough. So either she subbed and someone didn't go in, or
right
she's
now,
not where she's
over there, and number 11 was warming up. That's really strange. Oh, there's players running into each other. That wasn't a foul. That was just apparently, that looked like West Linn players ran into each other.
A little friendly fire there, Audrey Jacqueline and Reese Wasm.
This is odd. If there's nobody in the box, it's 6-on-7 out there right now.
Yeah.
Maybe, could we be missing a yellow card? It could be missing a yellow card. Are they having to play down? They have, how many yellow cards do they have on them? And there's an opportunity just missing for West Linn. LO comes up with the ball. It's at 4, haven't they? We believe they have just 3 right now. So, but why is it 6-on-7? That's what we could not figure out. It still remains the same out there. Here comes Turley down the middle. And she'll get one at the 8, right at the top.
Either we forgot to write one down, or someone else is worse counters than we are.
Apparently right now they're saying there's just 3. There's a pass in front, shot, goal.
That was nice.
Beautiful play and finish by Prager.
Yeah, and I know Coach Tim Berg was wanting them to share the ball, so that was a nice play to end on. Well, not end, but
14-5 now the score, and that goal coming at the 19-minute mark. So taking a look out there, it is Eva Murray. She must be done. She must have picked up a second yellow because she's on it, sticks down, and she's got her eyewears off.
We must have not recorded
Yeah,
one.
that's what we just heard. They're going to have to play down the rest of the way. So I just heard that. So it is 4. That means there were 2 on Eva Murray. So that a big uphill battle. 14-5 with just under 6 minutes to go.
Yeah.
So each time LO gets the ball, they can run off a minute, and this game's going to go in a heartbeat. Here it comes.
They just, at this point, they just got to go. They can't really set anything up.
Just run, shoot. Dropping it off on the side, trying to come up with it. Nice play. Shield cuts in front, makes the shot. They're going to say inside the crease.
He pointed. The official did push.
Ah, okay. Maybe she was pushed in,
yeah.
And so Shield gets the opportunity at the 8. Cuts in, got to get something here. Shield tries to, and she'll have another opportunity.
Cross the body there.
She'll go and have a better angle this time.
Yeah, so we must have missed a card on Eva Murray earlier. She's got 2 yellows to 1 player, and that means you're done. 4 total cards, and that means the team plays the rest of the game down.
Quick shot,
nice
the goal by Shield.
And they're going to need more of that.
Yep, a lot more of that right now as Shield gets that one. Time of that goal coming right at about the 20-minute mark. But who's been strong between the pipes tonight? It has been Taylor Barnes. Barnes comes in, averaging, giving up just 5 goals per game. 5.04, 56% save percentage.
Yeah, she's had some good saves earlier in the first half that were good momentum swing for LO.
And along with that, the only problem she's had tonight is clearing the ball.
Right.
Seemingly that was an issue. And if they wind up facing Jesuit in the final, they maybe needs to work on that between now and Friday, because some of that pressure we saw from Jesuit can cause issues and turnovers, and they can strike quick. However, they will be down one of their star players. We'll talk about that in just a moment.
There's Lem.
Lem comes away with it, gets it off for Turley. Turley's trying to carry it in. Oh, perfect time to go ahead and switch from left to right. As she does, looks for a centering pass, had it, but it's kept and picked up by Campbell. Oh, she had sitting right in front was Doan.
And Campbell's not going to have much luck on an open clear because, again, West Lynn's a player down. So.
Now she's outside, so she stepped all the way outside, and here they're going to give chase. Now she's still outside. Not exactly sure what Campbell's doing. Taking way too much time. And that time they're going to go ahead and say that Lace has stepped in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on back there. Get the ball out. Now they try to whip it out on the side. It goes to Shield. Shield's going to use a screen. Does just that. Comes up the near sideline, but great pressure by LO. Up 14-6.
Nice pass.
Good crossfield pass. Now picked up by Bass. Bass puts it up towards center. Oh, ball pops out, comes free. Turley there to pick it up. Turley has been absolutely everywhere tonight. Advances it. Now the ball's going to be carried in. Wassman gets a little physical over there on the side against Mullen.
So, player down. LO has the ball. 3:30 left. They could easily just play hot potato,
right,
at least for a minute or two before they go into their offense. And that bodes well for them. They got a small roster.
Indeed it
and
does.
It looks like they could be playing again on Friday night.
So now they're screaming down on the West Linn bench like green. I'm not exactly sure. I thought that might be like a They're trying to create that extra pressure, and here comes Bass, seeing what they can create. Create some extra pressure, maybe knock them out of bounds that time.
Pretty close to the side. Oh, there we go.
That one on the centering pass, picked away by Campbell. Nice play by the keep with 2:45 to go, but you can't wait. Get it going.
Yeah, and Campbell, she's not going to find someone wide open. When
She's just running
pressure.
around. Yeah, there's lots of pressure right now.
Someone's got to help her out.
She's just trying to stay in bounds right now. That one knocked away from her, happens to go into the circle.
I guess since that one, was checked, it was, quote, played.
Yep. Ball pushed along the far sideline for West Linn with 2:16 to go.
Turf Monsters are out. Again, they got to start moving this ball forward.
Bass back, looking, on up ahead, gets it on up ahead for Shield. Shield wants to go in with numbers. Down the middle, stops, doesn't drop, goes and swings left. There's the whistle. She'll get a freebie at the 8 with 1:49 to go. So let's see what we have as Shield gets set up. Clock does stop now at 1:47, and she'll get ready right from the top, see if she can bury one. Shield, who had the last goal just moments ago, looks to add, bounces, save that time over on the side. West Linn's going to retrieve it in the corner. Another great save for Barnes. And this time it's lost in the corner.
Unlucky Ella
by
McKay there. Committed to Elon, D1.
Ball on the far side as they continue to try and run out the clock. 1:20 to go now as it's pushed up by Muir. Muir gets it on up ahead. Looks like that might be, can't tell just yet.
Maybe Rubenstein?
There it is, nice call. Rubenstein with it up top, leaves it off for Lem. And now it's over to Kelly, and they're just gonna go ahead and work this for a little bit.
Yeah, LO can just work on their stick work for,
Trying to pick it off, an opportunity in front, a shot and a save, and that one's going to be picked up by Campbell, a great save.
I guess they wanted to make it more interesting than we did.
Goodness gracious, I'm surprised they went ahead and did that.
Yeah. I guess Campbell just wanted to run around one more time here.
Passes it right in front, loose ball. What are they going to call for West Linn with 41.9 seconds remaining?
Check there.
Well, LO has put themselves in a great position as they now will be ready to head on to the state championship game against Jesuit. But Shield would love to put a little bit of an exclamation point on this one. Cuts in, comes left, last shot, got it for a goal.
That was a nice dodge and a lefty take there. As the slide came, she just adjusted her feet, went the other way.
Nice job by Shield for the sophomore. She goes ahead and gets one with 26 seconds left. So not a bad way to maybe wrap up this season for Shield.
Yeah, just a sophomore, 48 goals on the season. So she'll be back with this program. But, West Linn is graduating. Quite a few seniors. Wasman going to Pueblo and playing. Eva Murray just going to OSU. Maybe he's going to play club. Audrey Jacqueline and the Pomona Pitzer, unfortunately.
Yep, you will see her.
Yeah, Lily Campbell, I think she's going to OSU as well. Ella McKay, we already mentioned, heading to Elon. And Riley Freeman, going to go play club at Utah.
Very nice.
So
Turley, don't know where she's going yet, but somebody's going to keep their eyes on her. The sophomore playing so very well. It's on up ahead for LO. They're going to go for a shot down the middle. Kelly tried it. Doan has it on the wing. They'll go over to the far side. Prager wants to shoot, but backs off. 7 seconds left. Just run away. Don't put it in the front for a shot and a score. She gets it with 0.4 seconds left.
A little exclamation point there, I guess, for LO.
I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of that. You're up 7 at this point with you've got control of the ball. You don't take that shot. That leads to bad stuff. You've got to give credit here to West Linn for not getting upset by it and letting it go. You talk about other sports, that's something where somebody can get hurt. You just don't want to do things like that. Not a good show by LO, particularly at that particular point. And another goal for Kelly. She already had
Right.
2 in the second half.
Yeah,
She had 5 in the first.
It wasn't the senior defender
No, it wasn't needed. It wasn't necessary. And there you go. That's the end of the game. So, nonetheless, you've got to give credit where it's due. A fine performance and a great one by Taylor Barnes between the pipes. And up front, Kelly was awesome. She was strong, and West Linn just could not get it done. The Lions disappointed, finishing at 13-6 on the year, and now it's going to be 14-1 LO against 16-1 Jesuit. Hey, why not? What are your thoughts on that championship game coming up on Friday?
It feels familiar, Todd.
Sort of. I
Yes.
think we've done this before.
Right.
Is it deja vu all over again? Well, I know one thing. LO's hoping it's not, because
Yes.
last year Jesuit got the better of them to run the season undefeated.
Right.
It's going to be a great game no matter what. Maybe one of the biggest questions is an emotional letdown for Jesuit, who had control, lost it, won it in with the golden goal.
Right.
It's not easy to recuperate from those, but
Yeah.
we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I mean, Jesuit, emotional roller coaster in their game
Goodness,
earlier
it certainly
tonight.
was. Whereas LO had it almost kind of from the start.
Right.
2 goals early, back and forth for a little bit, but then they started to pull away finally when they got to the 6-4, 7-4, 8-4 right before the half. Final thoughts on what we saw today in both games, Sean?
Yeah, I think I would love to see LO, like I said, off-ball movement, execute a little bit better. I think, you know, Coach Ben Finkley talked about it. West Linn's defense is a little young. I think Jesuit has a few more seniors on their defensive end. You know, you got Mason Young, and, you know, Sydney Kim plays back there sometimes as well. Some more experience. So it'll be interesting. Obviously, Piper is questionable from what we saw this evening coming into Friday. But, you know, as we talked about earlier, Jesuit has 10 other kids that can score.
They sure do.
In the same way that LO does, right?
So it may just come down to draws and pipes. Maybe that's going to be it. We shall see. But again, that's why they play the game. And that's on Friday, as those two teams, Jesuit and Lake Oswego, will battle for the state title. It's a game we're honored to do, and we're glad that you joined us tonight. It's time for us to get out of here as the semifinals are done. Great games, both of them. Glad you joined us all evening long. So until Friday, when we have the championship game for you right here, for Sean Hansen, I'm Todd Mansfield. We'll catch you next time with more Oregon High School Girls Lacrosse.